When morning came, all of the elders and the chief priests conferred together against Jesus in order to bring about his death. They bound him and they led him away, and they handed him over to Pilate, the governor. When Judas, his betrayer, saw that Jesus was condemned, he repented. And he brought back the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and the elders in the temple. And he said to them, "I have sinned by betraying innocent blood." And they said, "What is that to us? See to it yourselves." So throwing down the pieces of silver in the temple, Judas departed. And he went and hanged himself. Now the chief priests took the pieces of silver, and they said to themselves, "Well, we can't put these into the treasury because they are blood money." So after conferring amongst themselves, they gave them for the potter's field as a place to bury foreigners. For this reason, that field has been called the field of blood to this very day. Then was confirmed what had been said by the prophet Jeremiah, and this is what it said: "They took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of the one on whom a price had been set, on whom some of the people of Israel had set a price, and they gave them for the potter's field, as the Lord commanded me." Now, Jesus stood before the governor. And the governor said to him, "So, are you the king of the Jews?" And Jesus said, "You say so." But when he was accused by the chief priests and the elders, he did not answer, not even one single charge, so that the governor was greatly amazed. Now, at the festival, the governor had a custom to release a prisoner for the crowd, anyone whom they wanted. At this time, there was a notorious prisoner called Jesus Barabbas. So when they had all gathered, the governor said to the people, "Which of the two do you want me to release for you? Jesus Barabbas or Jesus who is called the Messiah?" For he realized that it was out of jealousy that they had handed him over. Now, while Pilate was sitting on the governor's seat, a word of message came from his wife, and it said this: "Have nothing to do with that innocent man, for today I have suffered greatly because of a dream about him." The chief priests and the elders, while all of this was going on, had persuaded the crowd to ask for Barabbas and to have Jesus killed. So Pilate asked the crowd again, "Which of the two do you want me to release for you?" And the crowd yelled, "Barabbas!" And Pilate said, "So what am I supposed to do with Jesus the Messiah?" But they yelled all the more, "Let him be crucified." And Pilate said, "But why? What evil has he done?" But they yelled, "Crucify him, crucify him." When Pilate saw that he could do nothing, but rather that a riot was developing, he took a bowl and he filled it with water, and he began to wash his hands before the crowd. And he said, I am innocent of this man's blood. See to it yourselves. And the crowd all yelled, let his blood be on us and on our children to come. So Pilate did as the crowd asked. He released Barabbas. And after having Jesus flogged, he handed him over to be crucified.